Welcome everyone. I want to go ahead and show you how to easily downgrade macOS Big Sur back to macOS Catalina. So this process is insanely easy. Let's get started. So the first thing you will need to know is you will lose your data, which means that if you don't have a backup, oh my god, shut up. There we go. So you will lose your data if you don't back it up. So I have this SSD right here. I backed up all my data. If you're willing to lose all of your data, then you can do so. And if you don't have an external SSD, then I advise you use cloud storage. So what I did is I backed up my applications, I backed up my desktop and my downloads folder. That's all in here, and I'm going to restore that after I finish the setup. So you can see I've downgraded to Catalina successfully. I don't think it shows Catalina here, so I've already done it. So I'm going to show you the process of how to do it, but I'm not going to redo it in this video. So the first thing is, listen to this one. If you're watching this 2 years later when Big Sur isn't the latest macOS and there's another one, this will not work. Essentially, we use internet recovery, and with internet recovery, here's what happens. If you have a T2 chip MacBook, which means if you have the touch bar, right, so if you have this touch bar right here and not function keys, this means that the operating system you see inside of internet recovery is the previous build from the latest. So currently, the latest macOS is Big Sur as of August 6th, 2020. However, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Essentially, in the future, if the Big Sur isn't the latest, then you'll probably be downgrading to Big Sur instead, right? So it shows last firmware. However, if you have a non-T2 MacBook, so let's say this late 2013 MacBook Pro, the operating system you see in internet recovery isn't going to be the last firmware. Instead, it's going to be a very old firmware. So for example, this late 2013 MacBook Pro, I've tested, it shows up with Mavericks. Now, you don't need me to tell you Mavericks is a bit old. However, what you would want to do is you'd install Mavericks, then you'd find a macOS Catlina, DMG even, then you would run that, and then you would upgrade from Mavericks to Catalina, and you wouldn't need to upgrade to macOS Big Sur. Usually you can find that on the App Store. So that's what you do. But with T2 MacBooks, you always show the last firmware. So what you need to do, first of all, is you will need to turn off your Mac, right? So just hold the power button or the Touch ID button until you see this black screen right here. It might make a like a swish sound, or it won't. So next, what you're going to do is you're going to see right here, Command, Option, and R. It might be Alt instead. You're going to hold these, right? And then you're going to hold down the power button. So we'll hold down the power button for 2 seconds. 1, 2. Then we hold these 3 keys right here, and it's going to boot us into internet recovery. Now, if you have any issues with the hard drive or the SSD, internet recovery will probably fail, and if the internet isn't the most stable, it will fail. So just to be sure, I'll advise you just oh my god, my arm, it's like hurts a lot. But what I advise you try first is just retry internet recovery, and then if that doesn't work, then you're going to have to send the MacBook to Apple. But this is a downgrade tutorial, not how to fix your Mac. So you'll see this page, and then you see choose network. You will need to be on Wi-Fi, then select your Wi-Fi network. It will show you a process, then it will show you a screen, which I'll show you on my iPad. Now you need to listen to this, really important. Essentially, if you have an Apple ID on your MacBook, which you don't know the login to, and you have a touch bar, it will ask you for the login when you factory reset. So, really important, if you don't know the login to your Apple ID and password, do not watch this tutorial. Do not downgrade, do not upgrade, or you'll be locked out of your Mac. Really important for you to know that. So, there will be a progress bar, and eventually, it will show you a page which basically says, macOS Catalina. But before that page, you should see something that looks like this. So for me, it has the Big Sur UI. For you, it will look slightly different. But you see right here, disk utility, you want to click on that. And then you'll see this page right here. And you see macOS HD-data. You will need to click on Erase. And you will need to make sure you set it to APFS file system. It will auto select that for you. Then click on Erase, and now all of your data will be wiped. If you don't do this, you will not be able to actually install macOS Catalina. Then once you've done that, you will see reinstall macOS show up. Then you want to press on that, and you want to tap on continue. Then it will basically show you the disks you have. I chose macOS HD-data. It will give you the option to, you'll see Boot Camp as a drive, but again, it's not going to install because Boot Camp is in NTFS file system and you need APFS file system. So unfortunately, for some reason, they don't let you downgrade, even though macOS Big Sur has the same file system as macOS Catalina, but remember the company we are talking about is Apple. Then once you've done that, you just wait for the progress bar and you'll basically be downgraded. Now, again, it's unfortunate I can't show you this, but in order to show you a full step-by-step thing, I'd have to upgrade back to Big Sur, which I don't want to do, then I have to downgrade back. And honestly, if you need any help, comment section, I'm sure there are a bunch of people who would love to help you out in the comment section. I upload like 4 times a day, so I probably won't read your comment, but the community's here, so check the comment section, and if someone needs help, or if you need help, leave a comment, leave a reply, and let's get everyone back to the operating system that they need to be on. Now, anytime, Apple can remove the option to downgrade to Catalina, and they might enforce Big Sur, so just keep that in mind, but I don't think they're going to do that anytime soon. Now, I was on Big Sur, you can see this picture, not this picture, this picture was very recent. This was just before I downgraded. I made a video on basically how to fix a boot loop, which I followed these steps, and that was about a couple of days ago. So there you go. And I'd just like to confirm that this is Catalina. I mean, you can tell by this right here, this is Catalina, and I'm using the 16-inch MacBook Pro, so the only real firmware I can downgrade to, or like even install, is Catalina. So don't transfer. And then, I mean, you can tell this is Catalina. If you really want proof, just check out my future tutorials, because they're all going to be using a Catalina, unless they're all recorded before I downgraded. So you will see that very soon. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.